rocket fuel.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Break. 5-9. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 80 weapons. Check. Hey, check 25. Defense.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
Check.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
25.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, foxtrot. He's checking crap. Watch it on your west. Bravo. Ready?
Off the play fake. Reeves. And he's got his man on the out route. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Right.
Watch the team. Step.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike's 15. Protein spill.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Set. 10-2 stop. Recon 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be second and goal.
Come on, set. 8, read. I got 15. I got one. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
So Mike number one. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Reeves. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on third and long. Reeves. It's brought in by Bolden. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check your hot read. Check 59. Mike is 59. Five. Check go.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Topper! You go tight. Hey, orbit. Here we go. Ready?
To throw on second down. Reeves. his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
You draw quarter. We got double up. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Gotta do better. Come on, hit it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Bilal Nichols gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
80 weapons. Switch it. Hey, exit. Look at me. Door. Five.
Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Mike, 4. There you go.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 4. Mike 4. Down to lose 1.
Looking to throw. Reeves. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Running is Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Reeves. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35.
Ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Check 99. Check 99.
Watch Greystone, Travis. Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Coming again.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Team 6. Team 6.
On second down now, it's Mack looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Go, go.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Deep. So Mike's number one. Mike's number one. You better be afraid of me.
Looking to throw. Reeves. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
132 fighter. 36.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the... And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just about on his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch one. Record. Check 24. Check 24.
Check. 2. Go.
Go now.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Reeves flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Bilal Nichols picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go right back to Mack. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Delta.
So Mike from the one.
One down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
50, plant. 61, matchbox, lights. 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Reeves. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Check three.
5.
Looking to throw. Reeves. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
64, weak.
Back to throw. Reeves. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. The point after is good, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go now. 90, Wolf. 36. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bear. Flare.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for Indy. And even 70 yards on the pickup. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They run with Hines. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Right, let's go. Hey, Mike.
2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
36, Mike, 36. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Hey, lock it.
10, under 10, 10.
Hey, exit. Get it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready?
Colts on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Stand up in. Jumper. Check three. Bang, bang. 80 weapon. Ready.
Now it's Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Reeves. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Get that ball. Out. 22-jet bombers. 22-jet bomber. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. That's complete to Bolden. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
64,
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. Give him 18 yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
X3, 218, chopper.
36.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, team 6.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their